Okay, this is our little CB 200T 1975. Had a completely seized engine, and the first thing we did to it, we ended up taking a it's called Metal Rescue, and we flipped the bike over and we poured it in the bottom of the crankcase, let it set 24 hours, flipped it back over, and watched all the gunk pour out. And then we did it the top of the head also, and let it sit. And now we're taking 5 gallons of diesel and 9 quarts of Marvel Magic mystery oil. And who knows how it works, but it's a mystery. It cleans everything. Cleans the rust off the chrome, dirt off the frame. It's a mystery. Now, here's a diagram of how our Honda Twin oil flow works. And so we put the garden pump into the oil fill inlet, and as you can see with the arrows, what it does is it's going to travel through the engine, up the ports on the side of the head, and then back down. And at the top of the engine, there was a hose on the top of the heads. And I took one of my mead making hoses so I could see it flow, and it's flowing through the engine. Now we've been doing it for about 4 or 5 hours. The cylinders have filled up. Spark plugs have stuff in them right now also. And I've plugged with cork the carburetor inlets, and with some mead stoppers the exhaust inlets. And we pulled both crankcase covers, looked inside, everything looked nice and clean. Motor has 7,300 miles on it, and now we're waiting. But to give you an idea how Metal Rescue works, this chain, which we plan on replacing, the sprocket everything was completely rusted. Kind of had that kind of rust to it. The bike was originally from Colorado, and we picked it up at L&L Cycle down in Dallas. Give a big shout out to Tony there, great guy. And this is our father-son project. Now, we're going to rebuild the motor and all that good stuff, but just for fun, we wanted to see if we can get the motor unseized and get it running and bring it back to life. You know, I think, God smiles on father and son projects that bring things back from the dead. So we're going to see what happens. And I'll post a video on the results, positive or negative.